because he does have money and because he doesn't, and because he doesn't tolerate a certain amount of bullshit and stuff like that. And he will use his money to be like, and that's okay. He's earned it. So
that's what I say. He can do whatever he wants with it.
That's right. See, calm expression. Abundance, prosperity. I'm not worried about
that's
it.
what I put in my house all over. Just even spiritual abundance, whatever.
Truth. You have a very strong connection with angelic energy, by the way. Because the whole reading, regardless if you're not non-Catholic anymore, you have a very strong connection with Archangel Michael.
Isn't that interesting? I bumped into that often.
Well, the angels have nothing to do with religion.
Right.
I don't know if you've ever been to the St. Michael Shrine up in Tarpon. It is amazing.
Really?
It's all dedicated to Archangel Michael or Saint Michael.
Wow.
It's phenomenal. It's right up in Tarpon Springs. Yeah. It's beautiful.
Okay.
It's very spiritual. It's not a very big place.
Right.
And you will just be in awe. Because I feel like by going, it's going to help you learn to manifest this a bit more.
That. Yeah.
I would please get the Reiki certification.
I want to.
Work with the chakras. Definitely work with the chakras.
Yeah, I do. I love the chakras.
So I feel for you to really work on it. So start with, for right now, what I keep coming up with is you're still working on some stuff with your sacrum right now in your sacral chakra. Yeah. So work on the color orange right now. Okay, so work with the color orange. Right. Either, wearing it, because I feel like it's one of your least favorite colors.
Right, but I do have some orange stuff, so I will wear it.
Well, I'm glad that you're wearing the gold, because that's connected to
new.
The solar plexus.
I've been just wearing it.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying, is you need to remind yourself, work your way up, because I feel like you've already worked on your root, which is good.
Yeah,
the self-confidence,
and
the
then
balance.
this thing usually is crazy.
That's what I'm saying. So what you need to do is to close it down a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I always told to me.
Work with the bottom first. Right. So don't try to rush yourself to the next chakra. Always go up the line. Also look into theta healing.
I haven't heard of it. I will.
Theta. Theta. Guided meditations for theta. Guided meditations.
And I do guided meditations all the time, but I'll do theta.
And you need guided.
Right.
You need guided because if not, if it's just music, you will be like.
Right.
You'll get bored and you'll probably just be like, whatever. You need guided. Okay? So that's the main thing. Not being shown any health issues, like I said, except the ones that you have.
Right.
Be careful with your skin a little bit more. Okay. I know you're a little bit of a sun worshiper in your own way.
But a lot of it's lotion.
But
I am a skin worshiper.
So, because it's so funny that you look at yourself and go, I'm so pale. You're not pale. Stop. You're really not. So is it Elizabeth Ann or is it Beth Ann?
Beth Ann.
Yeah, I like that. I didn't feel like you were an Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Mom's at peace. She's finally at peace.
And I know that, and I knew that the day after she died.
So were you the one who found her? Or
no, she was in a home. Yeah.
Okay.
And she finally died.
Were you there when she transitioned, or no? When she
no.
Passed?
Yeah. No.
She went
and
alone, didn't she?
She went alone, yeah.
She wasn't alone. That's the whole thing. Mom was Mom went exactly the way she wanted to, peaceful and quiet. She go in her sleep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which was amazing.
Yeah, she went very peaceful.
And the day after, I felt her absorb. It was unbelievable. It was a sensation into everything.
Was her passing around the 27th of September or
22nd?
So it's the 22nd.
Yeah.
So I saw SS, so it's the 22nd of September.
And she was all love. It was unbelievable. All forgiving and all knowing.
Yeah.
That's
what happens when people are in transition. That's what happens.
Could not believe it. And so it released me.
My mom held on for me. She actually held on. I got the notification down here. I told my husband the day I said, I knew the day she was going to pass. She passed the day before her birthday. And I said to my husband, she's going to pass the day before her birthday. And he goes, no, that's the anniversary of us moving here. I said, no, I'm telling you, I keep being shown. Right. So I went and bought a ticket for her birthday. And I talked to her that Saturday. She couldn't talk, so I had to talk to her. I asked her the questions, she wrote down the answers, and my dad read me back the answers. And I said to her, I wanted to surprise you, but I bought you a ticket for your birthday, but I'm being told that's too late. Am I correct? And she's saying yes. I said, I'm being shown. And my mom had the ability.
Did she really?
My grandma had it. Yeah, really? So I'm the only one who chose to become professional with it, full-on professional.
Right.
And she died 7 years to the day, moved to Florida. So the anniversary of moved to Florida was April 14, 2007, and she passed on April 14, 2014, which is the day before her birthday. Wow. And I said that, and so I was at the old shop that I worked at, and we were doing a benefit for her, which was April 13th. That was supposed to be the day I was supposed to be originally born. Crazy.
Wow.
So I said to her, like I said, I had talked to her earlier that day, and by 5 o'clock I kept looking at my phone and said something's wrong. And I was doing a reading for someone
Right.
from the benefit, and I turned on. She's actually a very close friend of mine now, and I said, Jess, could you hold on a moment? I said, I need to check my phone, and I checked it, and there was nothing there. And then something said, check it again, and I did, and weird enough, I missed a call from my dad, and I'm like,
Right.
ringer's on, didn't go
Right.
off. That's
Right.
So I listened to them, and I called him immediately, and he says, you need to get here now,
Right.
and I did. I got the last flight, the last seat. I had to fly from here to Miami, from Miami to Detroit, from Detroit to Philly. So it took over 6 hours to
Right.
get there. She would not let them give them the drip until after 8 p.m. She knew the exact time. She passed 24 minutes after I got there, and she was already fixated. But the nurse was like, "Whoa!" It was only me and my two brothers in the room because with her there's only two brothers and my dad has the other three.
Right.
And she was holding my hand. My other brother was holding the other hand. As soon as he let go, I'm sorry, David, but as soon as he let go, she went like this to my hand. She had one tear roll down her face, and she took her last breath. Because I walked in and got greeted by her spirit, and I said to my brothers, I said, she's going to be passing in a few minutes.
Right.
And they were like, don't say that, blah, blah, blah.
It's amazing the control they have of that time.
Yep. So she passed exactly at 2:09 a.m. It says 2:15 on her death certificate, but that's when they officiate.
Right.
But she passed at 2:09 a.m., which is very interesting because I see 2:09 a lot. I see 4:14 a lot. And then I see her birthday all the time too. So there's days I can't get her to show.
Right.
So she's not. No one dies.
Right.
They transition.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. I totally.
So that's why I was told to share, because it's that same. Your mom went in her sleep. She went peaceful. She had made her peace with everything.
Right.
She really did.
I know she had a terrible life. It's one of those things that bad things happen to good people is what happened
That
to her.
was my mom too.
Yeah.
My mom helped everyone. She was a sponsor. My mom was an NA.
Yeah.
She helped everybody. My mom had over 300 people at her service.
Really?
Yeah, my mom made
I'm
sure
in AA 22 years.
My mom was an NA, and she was sponsoring 20 women when she passed, and she made sure every single one of them had a new sponsor.
Mm-hmm.
My mom was a good lady. She was a misunderstood. She was an Aries.
Right. Yeah. That's who I used to be attracted to. Aries.
Yeah, she was an Aries. So very tough, but
she
she fought it. She didn't. I can't sit here and say she wanted to. She didn't want to go. She did not, but she finally let go. But they didn't want to tell me that she kept saying my name. And I said to my dad, I said, give her that shot if you need to. If I'm meant to be there, I'll be there.
Right.
And he's like, she won't let us. She will not. She's completely cognizant. She's like, she will not let us. It took 6 men to hold her down because her body was on fire. My mother suffered for me to be there, and I live with that. I mean, I'm blessed, but she suffered so I could be there, and she could take her last breath with me, and that's how close we are. She went to die here in Florida. Yeah. A very strong connection. Very strong.
Yeah.
My mom was 17 when she had me.
So
we
like
grew up
you guys
together.
Yeah, exactly.
True self-reflection. Everything that's going on right now, the fact of your spiritual connection is true self-reflection. So that's what's going on. He is your partner. New vision, new beginning. Light radiant. Universal mind. Meaning you're coming together as one soul, one mind. Finally have that mental mastery. You have a lot of things in order. This is saying you.
And I've worked very hard.
Hard to get it. Spiritual truth.
I mean,
it's all about your spiritual connections.
Yeah.
Look, the reality is there's always going to be problems.
Right.
But it's about how you deal with them.
Right.
And I'm being shown you deal with them like a champ.
It's about time. No, I have. I've worked very hard. And I think all of it is coming together the way it's supposed to.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Coming together the way it should. Okay, very nice. Enlightenment. There you go. Hold on.
Thank you.
I'll do the mic drop with my cards.
That's awesome.
I am being shown to pull just a couple. You do have a connection with crystals and stones also, by the way.
I love that. Yeah.
So I'm going to use my crystal deck on you really quickly.
And what deck is that?
This one here is called the liquid crystal deck.
Okay.
So you notice there was some discussion about stones here. This is solely, this is connection with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because each crystal and stone has its own vibration and what it's supposed to do versus healing versus energy.
Right.
I do crystal healing also.
Do you? Yeah, I like that.
The main thing I think, like, so for instance, do you have some crystals and stones at home?
I do. Very small amount. Nothing like this.
All right.
I'm like, wow. Yeah,
I'm
I
going to
do.
give you one specifically for your throat chakra because I do feel like you have some stuff going on in your throat.
I know. It hurts to do. It doesn't hurt, but I can feel I'm
It's
pushing.
pushing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to give you something for your throat chakra, and it's going to be a reminder too to help with the stop of smoking. Okay.
Thank you.
Because the reason I'm concerned, I'm not saying it's going to happen. My concern is you're going to end up needing a trach if you continue on.
Right. That might scare me enough.
I'm being shown a trach, honey. That's why I wanted you to work with this throat thing because I'm being shown you having something going on right through here. So I don't know if you already have some polyps in there. There might be, but
I haven't even been tested. I can feel I'm pushing.
you're pushing it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's the air, and it's
Yeah.
also pushing through something else. So I don't need to see you needing a trach. So that's why I want to do the throat chakra. Work on the throat chakra.
Right.
Okay. Speak your truth. That's what it is about. That's why you
Right.
You
No,
have to speak your truth.
I agree.
The smoking mainly now is because it helps ground you.
Is that what it is?
The tobacco. Yeah. Find something else that grounds you. Find something else that you enjoy.
Something healthy. Yeah.
I haven't craved it at all. Like, I'm really surprised. And I've been smoking 20 plus years,
Right.
so I haven't wanted it at all. Like, it's like, I'm like literally disgusted by it
Right.
now. I can
That's
taste
great.
things that are amazing.
Right.
My smell is so much better.
Right. It's all good. When I
Yes.
quit, I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it.
But you see, you don't have many vices left. So to you,
That's
you're
all
like,
I have.
that's all that's all I did too.
I agree.
That's
And
all I
that-
had. I don't really drink, you know.
Right. I don't do anything.
These are my vices.
Right.
So
They're good vices.
remind yourself that how much you save on. I've saved so much money on smoking, even
Yeah.
buying the Senecas. I'm like shocked. I'm like, I bought like I can save that money to buy a new crystal. And this and
Right.
So like I said, remind yourself that way
Okay.
too. Physical body, see?
Mm.
Uh-huh. Family connections. Interesting, and I was told you, okay. Throat chakra.
Wow. Yep.
It says we're intuitively seeing it. There is something going on, so
And my dad had lung cancer.
lung cancer.
He has one lung.
Mhm.
And my mom.
That's my point. You're already predisposed to it.
Right.
It's there's a gene that actually
know.
my mother had it. I have it. My grandmother, all the women in my family had the gene. It's A1 Nora C or something, where we were already predisposed to lung issues, and the smoking
Right.
enhanced it. So abundance. See, that's why you're wearing a lot more gold. Solar plexus, chakra, abundance, creativity. Throat and heart chakras balance. Time to work, and turquoise is a healer.
Okay, good. I love
Okay.
turquoise.
Business is going to be fine and be balanced. Also sits
Good.
on top of citrine, which means money maker. Meditation and your meditation. So continue on with your meditations, okay?
I will.
And problems resolved. Take care of it now, because
I
by doing
love
so,
that.
lapis is a good stone. So take care of it now. So I'm
Okay.
saying problems will be resolved. So there you go.
I love that. It's the best reading. I've been read a lot.
Thank you. I've been reading my whole
The
life.
best reading I've ever
Thank
had.
you. I've been reading my whole life. It's what I do. I tried to other things. I went to hairdressing school. and
yes.
I have my license, but I just decided that, I was like, I want to do something else, and I've been reading my whole life. I started reading, my mother taught me to row at 7.
Wow,
And,
that was crazy.
Yeah, my mother taught me to row at 7. And
Do you have change? I don't know. She probably has change.
I might have changed.
100.
Yeah, I have changed.
Okay, perfect. Wow, that was awesome. We're gonna be friends.
Aww,
I know.
likewise.
I do.
Okay.
I like your.
This is for you. This is
you're right.
actually soda light. So when you're meditating or when you're working on things,
let me
this
see.
is soda light.
Let's see if I have it. No, I don't. Oh,
That's for your
wow.
throat.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. So that's for
Thank
your
you,
throat.
thank you, thank you.
Okay.
Wow.
Here you go, dear.
Thank you.
So yep, there's for your throat chakra. Yes, please start working on that.
I will.
Because I am concerned about it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going
Let's
to
hear it.
turn on the light outside, so because it's already starting to get a
Is
little
it
dark out.
really?
Yeah, the sun went down. So